Hey, welcome back. We're back in our modified colony today, and we've got a couple of projects that I'd like to get done. My first project, now that we have our golems in here, I'm going to see if we can separate out this colony and have it focus on getting this wall built. Our second one will be over on the other side of the map. Let's go take a look. Our second project for the day will be moving into this area, probably turning it into some kind of resource export area and getting a dam up here. And our third will be down in this corner. I want to get to this mine so that we can use this neat little mod that I found of geothermal turbine. So I'd like to get that set up. And we'll be working toward that, working toward getting everything going. But let's head back over to the golems and take a look at that. I'd really like my district center to sit right here, but I think there's one missing here, so we're going to have to put up a platform for it to sit on, and then we'll figure out how to maneuver around. As well as, I don't think I actually want to blow up these here. You know what? Yes, I do. We'll lower it down, and then we'll put in more of these later. In fact, let's go ahead and put in these as well. And that will get us going there. It's going to take them a minute to get all of that out of there. Let's detonate these while we're sitting here. And we will extend the path up so they can put more dynamite in there. And then they can go from there. Now, once they get this in, I do think we're going to need some more refineries because we are not keeping up on our fuel, it looks like. In fact, we're full on catalyst at the moment. Let's switch this over to the potatoes, and we'll get in a couple more refineries over here. That's under science. Let's go refinery. We'll put one about here and here. Let's get roads to hook them up. There we go. We can go around, out and around there. And then here, since this is going to be mostly a district that imports most of its stuff, let's take and put in a couple more drop-off points. There's that, and that. Those are out of range for now, but they won't be after a while. This one will be for potatoes. This one, let's see. We need potatoes. What do we need for catalyst? We need maple syrup and sunflower seeds. So one for maple syrup, one for sunflower seeds. We'll work on getting them set up just as soon as they can be. In the meantime, we might as well use some of our bots. Well, looks like our bots need a bit of time to recover from being out of energy and out of fuel. So they'll come up here, they'll get recharged, and they'll go back to this super speed that you see them at. But it's going to take a minute. So let's go start working on our second project. Now down here, we have one dam in already. So we can actually go ahead and go across. And nope, not up there. Let's go all the way here, all the way through to here, and out to here. And we're going to want to clear this land out first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to delete that out. We are going to put in there we go. And we are going to want to set our district up. Let's start with right about here. We will put down some lumberjack flags. There we go. Let's get the storage started here. We will go with the industrial log pile. I don't like it right there. Let's put it on this end. For now. And that way they can go ahead and clear this area, hopefully. We'll get rid of all of that. We'll mark all of these. Let's put in a couple more lumberjack flags down here. How about there for now? That looks good. They can clear all of that out. We will work on getting that going. Now let's see, we're going to need to make a path out here, I do believe. And this can go this way. We'll use stairs here. Stairs here. There we go. Can come over, go around these little puddles here. And let's set up a quick dam here. Let's go with traditional levees. And then, let's see, what is this? A 2x2 and a 3x3? Nope. We're just going to put dams on top of it. And we might come back and make it look a little bit nicer here in a minute. You know what? Let's go ahead and decorate it. While we're here, let's do... I don't know if I like that. Let's do the 1, maybe? There we go. And 1 here. In the corner. I think that'll look nice. We'll do... Nope, not the 2. We want the 1. Well, we do want a whole bunch of those. Let's go ahead and do that. In fact, before we do that, let's put in... We're going to do ladders up to the top here so they can go ahead and get in there. There you go. Put our path across the top. And now we'll finish decorating the dam here. Decoration pieces. Decoration. What does this one look like? I like that. Let's do that. Here, though, we might have to come up with something. What do you look like? Not sure which one I like better there. Let's do that, and then we'll just do a traditional... Oh, no. Maybe we will do that. There we go. That looks nice. I doubt my district will reach that far, at least until they get going, and we're going to have to drop off some resources over here. So let's put in our work stuff, drop off point. Let's put it, down here. No, that might be out of range. This looks like a good point. We'll come back to our main and we'll get the drop off set up and then we'll take another look. We are not going to need this district anymore, so we're going to remove a lot of this stuff. We're going to transfer everybody from Lighthouse at the Lake. We're going to put this down to 1, District 30, or District 13, we're going to put 30 in, so that they should have plenty of stuff there. Over here, let's take a look and see. I think we want to go ahead and delete a lot of this. Delete buildings. There we go. We'll delete these. Yep. Nope, not that one. Delete this one. There we go. And these two. These two. And then we will plan at some point to make another bridge out this way. And probably one across this way too. We definitely don't need those, or that, or that, or that, or this anymore. In fact, how many beavers are still here? Migrate population. Let's see. 53, is there anywhere? Let's make you 55. Corner mine, we're going to leave it 65 for now. Everything else should be okay. I would really like there to only be 1 beaver here. So we are going to just manually migrate everybody. In fact, let's just about 50. There we go. That takes all the extra beavers and shoves them over to District 13. Well, now that we're over here, there is plenty of stuff to do. Let's see. I've marked these trees for cutting, so they should get started on that. Hopefully the water and the food all make it over here. Also, we might want to start growing stuff. So let's see this irrigation tower. Let's see. If we move it back to about here, I believe that covers just about everything. No, not quite. I would like all of the lower place to be. That looks good. We'll put a road out to it. There we go. I think it's going to need some stuff we don't quite have. Oh, just gears. I will fix that here in just a minute. As for this, it looks like it doesn't quite go far enough. So we might end up having to move this over so they can get that built. But we've got a couple of days on that. Let's see. I will get them some gears, and we will move this down so they can get more stuff built, and we'll be right back. All right, we moved that District 14 all the way down here, so they should have plenty of room to get this done. Let's go ahead and build in a couple more builders' huts here as well. We might not need them after a while, but at least it will help us get set up. Let's go ahead and get those in there. We'll set these as the highest priority, and they can get their workers going. That, I'm sure they will get working on. And then here, they are cutting down the trees and clearing the area for us. So that might take a couple minutes. It looks like... Have they been working on that? No, not yet. But they are now well within range, so they should have no trouble getting there. All these beavers are sleeping outdoors for now, but that's not terrible. We'll fix that later. In fact, once we figure out this district, we will more than likely just make a small place for them to stay and ship out goods. Up here, there's a whole bunch of green land that we've put in from having this irrigation tower. So I think we're going to use it for the golem's fuel, and we're going to put in a couple of farmhouses here. One here, one here, and then we are just going to plant a huge amount of potatoes. I don't know if they'll be able to harvest all of these at once, but theoretically they should always have potatoes going on here. And then we're also going to make them an underground warehouse to store said potatoes. There we go. And now they can get to work on all of that. This guy doesn't really need to be there anymore. Let's finish planting these potatoes here. Potatoes, potatoes. Once these are in, we want to make... Let's see. We'll take you, and we're going to connect you to this one, and go potatoes. Also, I want to set the distribution limit up a little bit. Well, I won't do that because when it changes districts, it'll change all of that. But it does look like we've got our one piece that we needed right here to support our second district. So, what we're going to do, I think, for the time being, let's pause it, and we'll see if we can figure out how to get this set up. We're going to get rid of all of that, and we are going to go... You're going to put a district right here. And we are going to cut off the district here. And we'll cut it off right here. There we go. And I think that should allow us to put a road in here. Yep. There we go. That should work just fine. And this can be our golem district. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll do that. You know what? That sounds kind of cheesy. Let's go with the automatic district. If anybody thinks of anything better, let me know down in the comments, and we'll see what we can get here. So, worker-wise, this is going to be... we have 15, so I'm going to do 20 here. Corner mine is going to need at least 10. And then let's figure out what everybody has from there on. So we have stuff for biofuel coming from home base. We can also put in a couple other items, like we will add here. I know we're going to need sunflower seeds. Yep. And then our other one here, we can add new route. We can put in our maple syrup. There we go. And we'll set the limits on that one as well. We are going to need logs carried in, so let's put up a drop-off point for logs. This one can add. That one, logs. Okie dokie. And they won't need water. So I think that might be, well, we're going to have to add some more stuff too. Let's add the planks. We'll add the explosives. We'll add the planks. Planks. Paper. A whole bunch of stuff, it looks like. There's our paper and gears. We're going to need all of that as well. Probably metal blocks too, now that I think about it. Metal blocks. There we go. All right. Well, we will see how this works out. For now, we've got a lot of things depending on golems over here that we hopefully might change back to. In fact, we might change. You know what? We're just going to let it go for now. They can fill out all of their own stuff. Let's go ahead and detonate all this down, too. There we go. We've got a little bit more open land here. We will build another ladder to there. Get it connected in. There we go. Once it lets me click there. Excellent. Put you in there. Then hopefully they can get rid of all of this stuff too. Let's go back and check on our other district while we wait. Well, they have got the bottom of the dam almost done in, well, just about a day and a half. These are all full. The area is emptying. Oops, I forgot to mark those. So let's go ahead and mark those. So these should all be getting cut. We'll have to do something about the trees up there. This needs gears, which we haven't got any gears in yet. That's a bit strange. Once this is built, though, we'll start making paths across the river here so that we can get a little farther in. Right now, we can get up there using this long path around. Something like that. There's a tree in the way there. There we go. That gets us to this mine. But at least that's a good start. Have we got this in yet? No? Well, I would like to go ahead and figure out a couple of farmhouses here. There we go. This looks pretty good, actually. What are we going to do next? Let's take a road out this way. I don't think that's going to stay there. I think it's going to move closer to Central here. Once the bridge is done, at least. So we'll have a path here. How about one right here next to this? Once they're done, we'll get a bridge across here. Something like that. And then maybe one in the middle here. Is that lined up? Nope. There we go. Okay. Well, everybody fell asleep, or more or less passed out falling asleep, but that's okay. It looks like somebody's broken a tooth, so let's go ahead and do that. They'll get that set up before too long, I hope. But they are building this pretty quickly, so we should be plenty of time to get in there and hopefully get that dam built before the next drought. There we go. Let's go ahead and make a couple more ladders here so that we can get down. Yeah, let's put them here and here. And we'll just make an offshoot road real quick right there. We'll tell them to delete these. And that there. And then hopefully they can get down there and actually start chopping those trees out of here. You guys are out of stuff to do for now. Let's just pause you, just in case anything else comes up. Let's go ahead and... I hate to spend the extra water in this area, but it might not be a bad idea to get just a water pump in right here, so somebody can get a little bit extra water. It's better than letting it evaporate, I suppose. Here's an error that I forgot about. When I separated this district, all our biofuel is over here, so we're going to go ahead and start making deliveries for biofuel. We're going to go... Actually, the first thing I want to do is change this. Everything in this district is bots. So now we can go labor and distribution post. And you are not far enough. So we're going to put you there for now. I don't know if you will stay there, but for now, let's get everybody going on that. And then we will send that over. Then we need chargers. Let's get 3 chargers in here. Science. Charging station. And there we go. I'm going to flip you back over to that. Back over to this. Don't need those. They should get these in fairly quickly. I think we'll have the stuff to go, and then at least they could go and get their power. It's for the biofuel. They have not even started on that yet. Oh, that's why. Switch you over to this. Get you some barrel bots. You are the highest priority. They should have planks and logs coming in. There we go. At least somewhat going. All right, once that's done, I wish you could set the stuff up beforehand and tell them, yeah, go ahead and just, once you're done, take this to this district over here, but that's all right. So power should be fixed here in a minute. Fuel will be fixed here just as soon as we can get it in there. Let's put a labor drop-off point right here. And in that will be just for the fuel. As soon as that gets built. Do we have planks coming in somewhere? I could have swore we had planks coming in somewhere. We do, from Corner Mine. Oh, that's why. You can go back to that. Are there any more buildings that... Says there are 13, which 10 of them should be in the mine. You can go back here. You're fine here. There we go. All right, well, we'll come back and check on that in just a minute. Looks like we've really started to clear the area out down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant our crops in here. I think I'd like to start with some potatoes in this area. Maybe not as much because we have a large potato field somewhere else. We've got sunflowers. We're going to do some extra sunflowers here because we're always a little low. Let's go ahead and do some carrots just in case. Do some here, some there, some here. And then we can even do a little bit of wheat around here. That should be plenty of wheat. they can get going on this. It looks like we're starting to run out down here, so let's see if we can extend this out. And there we go. There we go. We'll set all of these to cut as well. And there we go. If we unpause these, there we go. This one, they're going to work on, it looks like. So we'll leave those for now. Is that not set to cut? Oh, nope, I missed those two trees. Let's get those out of there. Let's also unmark this entire area, because I don't actually want that to be cut. We are going to put in a forester. I'm going to put in one forester right about... Let's see, if I move it over, that about there? Yep. Looks like a good range. We will put in... Let's see, our... Nope, not our wood workshop. Tapper shack. One tapper shack there. And one tapper shack here. And then tree-wise, we'll put in pine here. We'll put in maple all up here. And they can work on getting all of that sorted out. Let's see, we could probably do a little bit more potato. Potato all the way back here. You still have things to do. Let's go ahead and pause all these ones that say they don't have anything to do in range. That one can actually go. That one can go. We'll pause you. Actually, let's unpause these two. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay, and that one's fine to be paused. Here we go. Sunflowers. Potatoes. There we go. How's our dam looking? Our dam is actually completely in. So in 18 days, this whole area should fill up with water. It might flood, it might not. We're going to find that out as we go, though. Kind of like the way that this looks matched up against these smooth sides here. So we might just leave that for now. They are working on clearing some of this stuff out for us. Let's see if we can make a bridge across here. Let's see, where's my bridges? There's bridges. Yep, let's get the big one. Let's delete you out of there, delete you out of there. And one large bridge. Ah, perfect size. Couldn't have asked for better. Let's see. Grab our wood options here. Yeah. That looks good. Nothing to do for you in range. Okay, out you go. Out you go. This all looks pretty nice so far. We'll let that go and work our way across the river as we can. I think these need metal blocks, and I'm not 100% sure I'm getting metal blocks over here. It does not look like it. So, once again, let's grab one of these. We'll toss in this and do our metal blocks. And we will limit those because we don't want 100 metal blocks over here. 10 at a time is fine. And we'll let that build up for just a bit. Let's see if we can get these in here real quick. That should not take too long. Plus, it extends our range out a little bit over here. You, not going to need you in there. You are now empty. You are actually still gathering stuff, as are you, so we'll leave you alone for now. We'll come back in just a minute. The water is back, and it's our third day of the wet cycle, and we might end up with a little bit of flooding here. We haven't even got the water back down this way yet, and this one is already filled and backfilling a little bit. So we might have some extra water. It might splash in down here. It might splash up, but we'll figure that out as we go. What we do have, though, is we are probably ready to come over here and get started on getting our power in. So we're going to start with this hot, dry rock geothermal turbine for 16,000 horsepower. We're going to toss that in, pick up this one, and look at all those different spots that you can pick up power from. Put that in there. Then we're also going to put the cooling tower right on top of it. Let's see. The entrance for this is there. So we'll put the entrance on the same side over here. And there we go. We have one geothermal power plant. And we will start getting the stuff set up to get there. Now, over here, this district, looks like it goes about... Yeah, this should be far enough. It could probably go farther if we took that log out of there, but that's okay. Let's do that. And then we will put up here. Let's take a road. We'll put in another district here. There we go. Actually, let's put you about there. Yeah, I like that. And we'll get our drop-off points in here. Let's do 2 and maybe a third drop-off for the items that we're going to need specifically for building these and then probably keeping those running. So let's take a look. We are going to need food. Oh, we've got a little bit of flooding going on. Did it fill up over here? Yeah, just a little bit. It's okay, though. Let's unpause that so we can get a beaver back in there. We do have a little bit of storage in here that we worked on, and we moved our district center over. We haven't got a name for this area yet, so if anybody has a good idea for this resource-heavy area, let me know, and we'll use that one. But for now, let's see. We are going to want... let's get... Oops. Let's get a couple of large barracks here, just for them to stay in. We are going to need distribution post. Here we go. A place to send stuff out. You gonna fit? Ah, you'll fit perfectly right there. And then over here, we will connect those in. Ooh, looks like it's built a little bit in here. We might have to fix that eventually. We'll see if it does it on the next one. Let's go. We are going to get lumberjacks for this area. Just to get rid of those. Let's start with a farmhouse. We'll use one farmhouse here for now. And we are going to want a lot of storage for some of this stuff. So let's make a bit of a storage offshoot. You know what? Let's turn this around. I want that the other way. Let's do this, this, this. And then we'll have to get some dynamite to come down here and get a fourth one in. But we'll go ahead and put that in for now. Now, let's see. They are going to have quite a long way over here. Oh, I do have to go around this tree for just a second. Can I get a... Yeah, I can get a lumberjack or two over here. Let's clear all these out. We'll put a second one up here. There we go. They can make all of those, get some logs, and be good to go on that. And we will set up a couple of routes, and then we will be right back. I went around looking for things I could stop sending to districts, because I'm almost out of routes. But it looks like they're full, so what I'm going to do here beforehand is we're going to add a grill here for potatoes. Then we are going to add, let's see, a grist mill. Let's do a grist mill about right here. Let's do wind power with it. It doesn't need to be running all the time. Can we do it maybe back here? Yep. Let's grab the universal gears. There we go. We'll grab these. And that should get a grist mill going, and then we just need a bakery. And that will take care of any food problems we might have for just a bit. Let's see, we're going to put you here. And then I would like... I don't know that I'm going to need these continuously. When those go out of there, we might put some more water storage in. And we should probably also put in some more pumps at some point. Let's take a look real quick. Water pump. I would like them to be a little farther out so they can be in the deepest parts, or at least part of the deepest part. So let's do this. We'll come out here. We'll go you. So we got one. Nope, I'm going to need another one because I'm going to go this way. That might be one. Yeah, that's one too many. So let's do that and get our 2 water pumps in. The roads, they can build those. Actually, don't need this one, do I? There we go. That will take care of that. And we'll get one of the large water storage places in here. Let's see. I'm thinking we can put it back here for now. We'll just go around this building and we'll figure it out from there. See how we want to do this. But it'll take them a minute to build that. Oh, look at this. They've got their routes in. Let's add new route. We're going to come over here. You don't really have anything to add from here, so we'll go around and fix up the routes, and then we'll take another look. We ended up with a 29-day drought, which is going to be a little bit rough, but we're going to wait it out and get our stuff set up here. We've got a couple of our storage places set up. We've got paths coming in over here. I might go ahead and send a beaver over here, although I don't think I'm sending water quite yet. I did set one up here. In fact, we're going to rename this here. We're going to name this to GeoPower Corner. That sounds good to me. And we'll work on getting this all set up and be back in another few. We're once again back in the wet season, and we have got a whole bunch of stuff done. We have got our bridges in, which look pretty good if you ask me. We have got a whole bunch more of our storage going. We have got our little resource town really up and going. We have really got going on this geothermal turbine here. We're about halfway done. We're going to funnel some resources into it, and hopefully by the end of the next cycle, they'll both be done, because when I figured out which ones need to go where, it did actually send over quite a bit of the stuff that we're going to need, and hopefully at some point I can get some golems over here. The golem factories have been a little hard pressed, but I think I've worked that out. So we're going to take a minute and we will come back and see what this looks like all done at the end of the next cycle, probably. I was thinking about it and I thought, well, we haven't decided what we want to do with all this power we're going to generate, but we have all these resources next door. So why don't we make this an industrial area for just the basic creation of stuff? And like we'll have this one shipping everything out, we'll hopefully have this one creating everything and shipping it out. So the first thing I think we're going to do here, we're going to move this. Well, actually, I'd like to move this first. So let's do that. We will move you down to here. There we go. And then we are going to take a road. We're going to go here. I've paused this because we can always get that. In fact, let's just go ahead and delete this out of there. What I think we're going to do, well, the first thing we need to do really is put that district center back, don't we? So we're going to toss this in. Let's say right about here. We're going to name this geothermal industrial. TRT in industry. Yes. Yes, geothermal industry. That's totally what I meant to name it. And from there, we are going to set up some industry. The first thing we're going to need to do, though, is get power out of here. And to do that, that should be pretty easy. Let's see. We're going to take them from here. Oops, I don't need that. There we go. And then we want from here. And then we're going to go up. There's our power. So right here, go up. And not there, but here. We're going to make those come out of here, out of here. Those should all be fairly in range, except for these ones right here. There we go. All right, now let's start setting up some industry over here. And I think eventually this will all probably be ran by golems. There we go. That should be plenty. We're getting a little flooding by day 4, but it goes away, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's get those in. We'll do some gear workshops. You know what? I only want 4 of them. There we go. And then we will do wood workshops. I think I might have one too many here. Yeah, let's take that out. We'll take that out for now. And then on the other side, we have our wood workshops. We can do smelters. We can do explosives. Let's get our explosives in there. We'll get, nope, not actual explosives, explosive factories. We'll get 2 of those, and then we will get 2 printing presses. There we go. And since most likely they will be ran by golems, let's get those in here like so. And that should get them started. Now, to get stuff into the district, I think what we're going to do is, let's see. You know what? No, I'm just going to make a road out of here. Let's go labor. And we're going to have drop-off points. A whole lot of drop-off points. There we go. We're kind of going to use that as storage for all the stuff coming in. They'll be able to drop all of that stuff off. We'll have to set up the paths. Right now we have just a little bit of this and that in there. And I believe we're going to need some metal blocks too, so we'll probably have to set up a new path for that. That shouldn't be too hard, but it'll give them a minute to get things set up over there. While I was down here, I noticed I forgot to actually put in the golems that we're going to be making here. So let's put in our part factories here. Right on this same road. 1, 2, 3. And an assembler here. And then we're going to go to the other side as well. And 1, 2, 3. Put those in there. Let's get a road across here. There we go. That looks pretty nice. They'll get all those in. Now we'll need some charging stations for all of these. So let's get charging station. Here. There we go. That should charge all of them. We'll get these two out of there as things get built, and we'll move them all over to here on the import side. Also, what I'd like to do is we're going to get one power wheel for right now. We're going to put it right, let's see, right there. And we'll run a small road up here. We will put a charging station in here. There we go. There we go. And hopefully as we get more golems, we can send some over to start working over here and get all that taken care of. But that's going to take a few, so we'll look at that in just a minute. Our golem production just is not what I'm hoping it'll be. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build a couple more assemblers, and we'll see if that gets our production up just a little more. Let's take a look. Let's go with this. Yep, right over here. We'll do... Let's see. That looks good. No, wait. I don't... Oops. Oops again. Let's do this. Let's do... Ladder. If I put a ladder in front of here, does that block that off? It's a good question. We'll find out real quick. I have a feeling it might, but if it does not, we might have a way to actually build some stuff up here. Let's see. We could also... Let's see. If we do an arch over this one, we might be able to put one on top of this too. Let's find out real quick. They've got their logs, they've got their planks. We'll go ahead and plan for the other stuff. Let's see. We will do golem part factories. There we go. And then here, let's do... If I do a 2, and I put some stuff on top of it, we'll find out here. Side platform. Only needed 2, really. Nope, can't do that. Bet if I go with 3, it would let me. One there, one there. Side platform. Oops. 2. Nope, it still doesn't like that. Well, that's a bit disappointing. So, what we're going to have to do, put that in. Let's have them quickly make that, hopefully. And if it lets them, we will just connect that in directly. So for a second assembler, well, we might have to figure out where to put that, because that seems to be our hang-up point right now. In fact, let's see. Well, I'd really like to know if that lets us... Oh, it does! Wonderful! We can simply ladder up to those. And that will take care of those problems. Now, the biggest problem, we'll just simply ladder up even farther. And we will go... We will put an assembler on top of each one of those. So let's get these ladders in so that we know what we're doing. Or at least we can pretend like we know what we're doing. That should be good. There. will set these to the highest of priorities. That one can be next. And hopefully that gets us a couple more golems here. And we can really get to work on getting those built. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there we have it, our fully functional geothermal plant. And for some reason, this guy really likes to sit on the top up here. I'm not 100% sure why. He normally would be in here, pulling the water back out of here to deliver it. But this whole plant is powering this right here, and we still have barely scratched the surface of the amount of power this has been putting out. So in the next episode, we will probably put in a little bit more industry over here. I'd like to get a reservoir made around here so we can get some extra water going for it. We'll work on the imports and getting everything to go. As you can see, we've got plenty of golems up and now wandering about, wanting stuff to do. So we'll get that all handled. And we'll keep working. We've probably got 1 or 2 more episodes left before we cover this map, or at least get everything done that we need to get done. So until then, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!